This is 7 National News, and in our top story. UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has officially inaugurated the Al Hili, the sixth and the latest Baynunah-class corvette built by Abu Dhabi Shipbuilding ADSB for the UAE Navy in a ceremony held at Navdex, the Naval Defence and Maritime Security section of the Tri-Service International Defence Exhibition and Conference IDEX 2017. After he commissioned the new 72-metre-long corvette into service by raising the UAE flag on the deck, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed toured the command and control unit and discussed the vessel's advanced combat capabilities with naval officers. He also congratulated the UAE Armed Forces and the Navy on taking delivery of the new pieces for the fleet, which would help protecting the UAE's sovereignty over its territorial waters. Baynunah corvettes are a unique class of warship with multi-mission capabilities, including coastal patrol and surveillance, mine detection and avoidance, helicopter operations, and anti-air and anti-surface capabilities. According to Khalid Al-Mazroui, the CEO of ADSB, Baynunah utilizes the latest in weapons and sensors technology and has an advanced firepower. He added that the company has built 268 ships for the navies of the UAE, other members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, India, and African countries. Inaugurated in 1996, ADSB initially focused on naval repairs and refits and gradually expanded its expertise to include building sophisticated warships. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum, the Chairman of Dubai Civil Aviation Authority and Chairman of the Emirates Group, and a number of high-ranking officials and commanders from the UAE Armed Forces were also present at the event. Philanthropists have paid more than 1,000 pilgrims to travel to Saudi Arabia for Umrah in the past 3 years. Visitors from the UAE were able to complete the pilgrimage as part of the lifetime Umrah schemes organized by the Dar Al Ber Society. The travellers were provided with pilgrimage clothing, holy water, meals, travel and accommodation during their stay. Mohammed Suhail Al-Muhairi, the head of the social service sector at Dar Al Ber, which facilitates the trips, was quoted in a local report as stating that the trip includes 4 days in Mecca and 3 days in Medina. Last year, the scheme took a total of 338 pilgrims spread across 4 separate trips in March, May, June and December. To date, Dar Al Ber has organized 12 trips that have costs a total of 1,205,711 dirhams. According to representatives from Dar Al Ber, the scheme, which runs with the help of donations, continues to attract the attention of local philanthropists. Dubai government has issued a final deadline for mandatory health insurance, and failure to honour this will result in fines. All employees and sponsors will have to pay a fine if they fail to provide insurance to employees by the 31st of March 2017 and coverage for visitors by December 31, 2017, as per a new resolution issued by the Dubai Executive Council. So far, around 98% of Dubai residents have already come under the purview of the Mandatory Health Insurance Law No. 11 of 2013 that came into effect in January 2014. This announcement will ensure that the remaining 2% expatriates also get the cover before the stipulated date or face the consequences. The resolution states that the government of Dubai is responsible for providing health insurance coverage for UAE nationals from the 1st of June 2015, and employers are responsible for providing health insurance coverage for expatriate employees from January 1, 2014. The resolution also obligates sponsors and guardians to provide health insurance coverage for their families and domestic workers from the 1st of January 2014. Abu Dhabi Civil Defence has announced technical specification and safety conditions for licensing of food trucks. According to the guidelines issued on Monday, kitchens must be equipped with an automatic fire suppression system, and liquefied petroleum gas cylinders must be firmly fitted in the back of the truck. Gas leak sensors must also be present, and the total amount of cylinders is limited to 2, not exceeding a capacity of 20 kilograms. The guidelines also note that the food trucks must run on diesel, and the vehicle's load cannot exceed the weight authorized by the traffic department. The trucks must have rear dual tires, be properly ventilated, as well as equipped with 2 fire extinguishers. The Dubai Police Command Room is getting new artificial intelligence and biometric facial recognition software to help predict future crime in areas of the city known to police. Brigadier Kamil Bouti As-Suwaidi, Director of Operations Department in Dubai Police, said the command room will include a smart security system to prevent and respond to criminal activity as swiftly as possible. Adding that the new technology will not stop future crimes, but it will go a long way to helping officers do their jobs thanks to highly sophisticated biometric software. Unique facial characteristics of known or wanted criminals can be automatically recognized via an international database through closed-circuit television cameras installed in public places and are common in major cities around the globe. The new upgrade will also help locate wanted criminals via CCTV searches conducted of public areas via the control room. Brigadier As-Suwaidi was quoted in a local report as saying that the system will provide data and information about the areas expecting crimes to happen. The system stores the data about the crimes and in which areas, and based on the data, the system will analyze it and will provide the police information about the location of the future crime. Police will use facial software technology to make identification of suspects easier for officers working in connection to surveillance and investigations operations. Enoc has announced an ambitious plan to build 10 new service stations in 2017 as part of its 2020 expansion program to increase its retail network capacity by 40%. The group also plans to open 54 new service stations across the UAE by the end of the decade. The group's plans for this year commenced with the opening of its new Warsan service station to serve the community in the Emirates Eastern region. Other planned locations include Sheikh Zayed Road, Al Barsha South, Hessa Street, Sheikh Rashid Road, Bab Shams, Hatta, Jumeirah Village, Al Lahbab Road and Academic City Road. Saif Hamid Al-Falasi, Group CEO of Enoc, was quoted in a local report as saying that the growing demand for service stations is directly linked to the country's rapid population growth, which represents an opportunity for us to contribute to expanding the UAE's infrastructural capabilities. Drivers visiting the service station will be able to access Enoc's retail facilities at the station, which include the 1,500 square feet Zoom convenience store, offering over 7,500 products, Pronto and Enjoy, a variety of F&B offerings. Drivers can also enjoy a 50% discount from AutoPro on service charges until the 30th of June 2017. And finally, in the bulletin, the 9th Emirates Literature Festival will be held in the first week of March, featuring creative writing courses for startup writers and children by many award-winning authors, including Lucy Hawking, daughter of the world-renowned US physicist Stephen Hawking, and Ernest Hemingway's grandson John Hemingway, who will discuss his memoir. The 9-day festival, which will be held between the 3rd and 11th of March, will also host the first Dubai Publishing Conference on the 5th and 6th of March, discussing the latest trends and fashions in the publishing industry. While revealing the final lineup of writers and events, organisers announced 2 new strands to the festival this year on the themes of happiness and tolerance, and will include panel discussions to highlight their importance in the community. With over 180 authors from 33 nationalities attending the festival, which is a record ever since its launch in 2009. Festival organisers revealed that 70 authors belong to the UAE and Arab world, while 41 are Emirati writers across a variety of genres, and a further 130 authors will be visiting the festival during the period. A new list of authors added to the festival this year include publisher of the best-selling sequel to The Devil Wears Prada, Thalia Suzuma, and Jordanian author Raja Najm. Organisers also highlighted that participating authors will interact and speak to a large number of students, which will help enrich the minds of people from all ages and promote positive reading habits.
Well, the theme this year for 2017 Emirates Airline Festival of Literature is Journeys, and we have authors, 180 plus authors from around the world, who'll be telling us about their journeys to become a best-selling writer. We'll be looking at their books. So we're looking at physical journeys. We've got lots of travellers, but we've also got spiritual journeys. So how do you cure yourself with mind over body? Looking at a journey through a book, looking at a journey through school if you're a teenager. So many ways we can dice up journeys, and it's been a fantastic festival. What are the highlights this year? Where do I start? 250 sessions, something for everyone. We've got 34 different genres, 180 authors. I defy anyone not to come along and find something that they will enjoy. We've got food, we've got crime, we've got history, we've got current events, we've got comics, animation, you name it, you'll find it. Check out the website, emirateslitfest.com, and you can either check by the day, you can check by genre, or check by your favourite author.
As March is declared as the UAE's month of reading each year, starting from this year, festival organisers revealed the results of a nationwide survey on reading habits, which showed that 72% of the respondents read books every day, and their preferred reading medium was physical books over the other forms. While up to 51% of parents feel their children read enough, 43% were unhappy with the limited amount of time their children spend reading.
Well, this is my first year coming as an author after many years coming as a reader. My debut novel, Sitting Pretty, came out last summer, so I'm showcasing that. But I'm also launching my second novel, Kind Hearts and Coriander. So I'm very, very happy to be showcasing two novels and to be doing a session with a friend. So that's lovely, my very first session, and it will be with somebody to hold my hand. It's amazing, and that is down to Emirates Lit Fest. The competitions, the Monte Grappa, every year an amazing author, well, one, two, or even three amazing authors have come out of each year. And I myself won the Literary Idol competition in 2014, so that's another one. The Oxford Open University writing competitions for the children. There is just so much scope. It's absolutely amazing. The Emirates Lit Fest has brought amazing opportunities to anybody who wants to write in the UAE.